basket brains, disc dorks, and frisbee freaks. Emerald City Discs proudly brings to you the greatest podcast in the world. Darkwing Disc Kirby Snyder, the fairway finder Ollie DePina. This is K.O Disc Golf Show. Welcome to episode 98 of the K.O Disc Golf Show. Crazy we've made it this far. Only 6 players have ever worn 98 in the MLB. And kind of a fun fact, last season, Will Warren on the Yankees struck out Maverick Handley, who played for the Orioles, and that is the only ever battle of the 98s in MLB history. I thought that was kind of a fun fact. And then while doing research for this, I found out that last week, number 97, Joe Beimel, and I think his name is like Ron Marinaccio, are the only players ever to wear the number 97, making it the rarest number ever worn in MLB. That being said, there's never been a Red Sox or a Mariners player to ever wear number 98. And Ollie, hit us with the Giants.
For the Giants, we have Jesse Armstead, linebacker from 1993 to 2001. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. So he is one of the few Giants that is not won a Super Bowl for us. That is kind of like all time. The Giants are 4-5 in Super Bowls, only losing kind of badly to the Baltimore Ravens in 2000. So he was part of that team. So did go to the Super Bowl. But Jesse Armstead, linebacker, shout out you, number 98.
4 for 5 in Super Bowls is pretty impressive to have like that record in that big of a game. That's huge.
Yeah, it's also Super Bowl win in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. The only team to do that, which is pretty cool.
That's tight. Yeah. That's cool. I mean, that's what you want out of a fan, right? Is like every 5 to 10 years have a real chance at a title. So that's cool. All right, time for the KO question of the week. This one's a little different. Power rank the digits on your hand. So we'll get to this at the end of the episode, but power rank all the guys on your hand there. Ollie, how you doing, man? How's it going?
Going well. Just been working both jobs and just busy. I'm not having too much free time right now, but I had like a stream last night. Like I was working at Costco from like 10 to 6-ish, and then jetted down to go do a stream, which was super fun. I've been streaming. It's on Gradient Collects. We've been on eBay Live, which has been really fun and really cool system. Having so much fun. Like pulling like cards it's so much fun getting a rip without like I'm getting that big dopamine rush, but without like the consequences of necessarily like going in for like $50 on a box or something like that, you know. So it's really fun there. And then like I feel like I just get so excited and stuff. Like I was watching some of this. I was trying to like find the big pulls from last night, watching the like stream and stuff. And like I just get so excited about like every card and stuff. It's just really fun. Like I really do enjoy it. So that's been like super awesome. I've been having a great time getting to know the guys down there. And like even yesterday, like they had a guy, an older gentleman, leave. It was like, oh, it's his last day. So then one of my homies there, he switched to his desk, and then like there's this like 8-person cubicle. It's like the homie spot basically, and I've kind of been there's the homie spot, and then I've been kind of sitting like over here just because I'm like every time I leave my stuff there, nothing gets touched. But then like one of them was like, Ollie, like you want to come over here and put your stuff down, claim this desk, like join the cubicle, and I was like, come on, like I love it here, man. Like it's so fun. And so I've just been trying to keep pursuing that as much as I can, and it's such a blast. So even though it doesn't really feel like work, which is like it's like literally the favorite job I've ever done. Like it is so much fun. Like I cannot believe it.
That's awesome. Yeah, you're saying before the show you're pulling a bunch of like 101 like autos and that.
We had a Magic Johnson autograph card, Barry Sanders autograph card. Like those two are insane to me. We pulled a Ricky Pearsall rookie card on the autograph. We pulled a Taj Brooks autograph. We pulled what was the last one? Oh, it was a Malachi Stewart. He's also a college player autograph, and he had my favorite one. I think there's some legends there, of course. Like my reaction to the Magic one is like you kind of see my hand holding it, and I just kind of start shaking. I'm like, what the hell? Like, and I'm like, I had like I was stunned. And then, but my favorite one is Taj Brooks. They all have like everyone had this like kind of a like crazy signature. Some put their numbers, which I like. I like seeing the variations of those signatures. Taj Brooks was a T and a line, and I was like, oh, it's kind of tough. I love that. It's so fun.
It's cool. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's cool. What's the value of those cards? Like what's a 101 Magic going for?
I was looking it up, and there was a lesser variation. Like it was just the true gold part without the auto, like same kind of card variation on the back, and it was like someone had it up on. So there's like I gotta look at like sold ones and like maybe finding a comparable player sold one will be the easiest thing. But that one was listed for like 150. So I'm with an autograph. I'm only assuming it's like probably. I think their higher tier cards are in like that 250 to 300 range, and then someone. I mean, it can go up more. Someone sold their. This product's like so interesting, but someone sold their Mahomes from this product that was an auto for like 1,500. So it's like if there's a Magic Johnson buyer on a true gold, and the gold goes with the Lakers, which is cool. So it's like kind of color match. So I don't know. It's really cool. But I stream. I'll be doing another one of those exact streams at like 7 o'clock on Thursday night, and then I'll be over there streaming like Friday as well. So next time I'm over there, it'll be Thursday, Friday. But I'm excited. I got a kind of chill week and organized week this week, being just Costco these next 2 days, and then just at Gradient the next 2 days. But Gradient collects on eBay. Check me out. I'm having fun. It's a really cool, like, we have some really cool deals, and like we're pulling heat for people. It's so fun. The one guy that pulled the Magic Johnson, I kept being like, hey guys, thanks for coming in. Spend your Monday. Hope everyone's Monday's good. And I just kept seeing comments from him being like, my Monday's amazing. I'm having the best Monday of my life. And I'm like, this is so awesome. I love like just having these people hanging out and stuff. It's such a good time. It's such a good time.
That's cool. There's a Red Sox relief pitcher right now. His name is Zach Kelly. I just had to look it up. He is petitioning to get his first baseball card. The guy's been playing for 4 years. He has 98 games played. Like, he's a relief pitcher, right? So, but yeah, so he's never gotten a baseball card. And during spring training, he just did this like, can I get a baseball card now type of like sign. It's so funny.
I need to go see it. I'm gonna send that in. That's so funny.
I hope they use that image like as his baseball card. You know, like, can I get a baseball card now on his baseball card? I think it's just so awesome. But he's had some big moments. I mean, he's had some really, really cool plays and stuff like that with the Red Sox, and he had some big strikeouts. So I'm pretty surprised he hasn't had a baseball card already, but it's just so funny.
Some of those guys that like pick the checklist, like the players that are going to be printed and stuff, I think some of them are like actually not fans of sports, in my opinion. Like it's so like the tops people are. It depends on who you're talking to, but like this one, we're in the Sounders training facility, which is like my favorite, one of the also coolest parts. Like literally, like we had Greg Wabel and Paul Rothrock come up to the office, and like we had Greg. We filmed him for like a little interview talking about like his like history of sports cards and like what he feels like. It was just so fun, and like he Paul didn't get picked to be in the MLS this set, even though he's like one of the hometown hero, like literally like famous clips, like playing against Messi and stuff, like scored so many big goals. And then Topps decided to give a guy that played for the Sounders for 6 months, that Craig Wabel was like, if they even like talk to me, I would have said we're not re-signing this guy. Like we just wouldn't be able to. So I'm like, it's just so funny. Maybe I don't know how much of that I probably should have said, but
Yeah.
I don't think Craig.
No,
I don't think
so
Craig's
funny.
watching this, so not too worried about it.
Fine. Yeah. No, that's so funny though. Yeah, I've seen some like Red Sox players like I want to say, I can't remember now. It might have been like Marcelo Meyer or maybe Roman Anthony, but they like drew a picture. They like drew like a smiley face or something like that on their rookie card, and that was like their one of one pull. It was like something like really silly like that. So I like when players are kind of creative with it.
I also realized there's a disc golfer. I don't know if you know Eric Allen. I don't know. He is cousins with my coworker. I just saw he was a disc golfer in Washington, and so I thought that was cool. And like literally his profile picture on Facebook's him throwing at Crystal, and I was like, oh. And I think he played a few years ago. I'm not too sure about him, but
Cool. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the name, honestly.
kind of cool. Little world. Love that it all kind of revolves around disc golf. How's your week, Kirby?
Week's been good. Yeah, it's been a good week. Been busy, just trying to catch up on being gone for the week and that kind of thing. Doing lessons and that because I kind of what happens every time is I kind of end up scheduling but like while I'm on the road. I end up just like scheduling lessons for like when I get back, and then when I get back, that week is always super busy. So yeah, just doing a bunch of lessons and that kind of thing, which is great. I had a Northwest Disc Golf Association board meeting last night, and it's just like crazy, like how many um, like courses that they have their hands involved in right now. It's really, really impressive, and people keep coming to us slash them with even like more projects and more ideas of like where they want to put courses and if it's feasible and that kind of thing, which is just really, really sweet. So I did want to give a really special shout out to Macklin Hamilton, Mac. Mac is doing a ton of stuff with a bunch of different courses on the back end, and I feel like nobody really. I don't think that there's very many people who know who he is or kind of that he is this involved on the back end. But he talked for like 30 minutes last night in the board meeting about Lakewood, SeaTac, Mount Lake Terrace, South Fork Landing, Jackson Park, SeaTac. There was just so many courses that all kind of came up, and it was all
Wow.
stuff like different projects that he's working on, and and these, I have my hand in only a couple of them, and the way the way he's like organized and kind of just getting all this stuff done at the back end really is like something super special, and I think the disc golf community should be really thankful for him, and I feel like is a person that isn't often seen. So yeah, big shout out to Macklin Hamilton. The guy's really doing a lot right now. It's really special. So but yeah, that's really honestly about it. Like it's super, super chill. Just kind of trying to disc golf when I can, around the weather and that kind of thing. So yeah, we're gonna get right into the tournament recap presented by Emerald City Discs. Tournament recap by
Emerald City.
Emerald City.
Emerald City.
Emerald City Discs. Really not much going on. This past weekend, there was the Ice Bowl happening out at Farmers Park. This was an XC tier, just a charity, CEP charity rated. So this is ran by Chris Pinchiff and Marty Smith. Winning MPO was Andrew Savage over John Crawford and Gregory Temple. Winning MA1 is Kyle Couture. Kyle actually beat MPO with his +5. It beat out Andrew's +8. From what I understand, had to have been a super, super windy day because Farmers Park is usually far more scoreable than what the scores will represent here today. Winning FA1 was Clarice Miller. Winning FA40 was Jenny Krasbinski. Winning MA50 was Mark Watson. Winning MA60, we have Dave Collada. In MA2, we have Kelton Hammer. Joshua Larson took down MA3. Rhonda Joe Stratton won FA3. And Kurt Summers won MA4. So congratulations all the winners. Way to get out there. And it's basically off-season time, so nice getting out there, getting those reps in. It's important. It does matter for the summertime. So we'll move right along into the tournament look ahead presented by Disc Golf Threads.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
There can be only one World Wrestling Federation champion. Acknowledge me!
I got my Disc Golf Threads care package last week, so yeah, I've been wearing that cat lady vibes or cat. Yeah, it is.
I
so
love it.
awesome.
I
It's such a
literally,
cool
I was
shirt.
about to say, I love that post so much.
Yeah, it's such a fun shirt. They really they killed it with that. But yeah, so the tournament look ahead. There's really not much going on. Nothing really happening around. Cloud City Chaos happening in like 2 weeks. Get signed up for that. We have a wait list going, but you never know. There could be a bunch of people that drop out the week before. And then I just have like kind of a minor update about Laura Palmer. Tee pads are going to be happening at Laura Palmer maybe sooner than we think. So I want to originally for Laura Palmer, the plan is to play the Mountain View Championship layout and kind of do that alt layout that Max Spears and I have kind of created over the last couple of years, where we bring out extra baskets and that kind of thing. My thought is that if tee pads come in before the Laura Palmer, it doesn't make sense to not use them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if it gets new tee pads, we should just play the regular layout and take advantage of having these nice new tee pads. So that layout, I think, is kind of a little up in the air right now. We're either going to do the Mountain View Championship layout or we're going to do the regular layout because there's new tee pads that have been installed and that kind of thing. So I'll kind of wait to get a little more details about that and kind of get a little more of a clear picture about dates and that kind of thing. But that's a real potential that tee pads could be coming. New tee pads could be coming at South Fork Landing within a month from right now, which is so awesome, so cool. So, yeah, the other thing I wanted to kind of mention, I forgot to mention this earlier. I did post a new video on our channel. I did episode 2 of Better Than Perfect, where I went to Gold Park and I'm trying to shoot 19 down all day out at Gold Park. I think very, very doable. Just it's going to take the right day. So super fun. Go check that out and see how I did for the day. It was really, really fun. And then this coming Friday, I'm going to be going to Lakewood, and I have Adrian Fernandez coming out, and he's going to film me trying to beat Simon's score at the Battle of Seattle layout.
Nice.
So, he and I are going to take care of that this weekend, and in the process, we're going to be able to show off some of his wife, Kylie. She owns KJ Dyes. So in the process, we're going to be able to show off some of her really, really sick dyes and that kind of thing. So
cool.
Excited to get out there with him on Friday, and I really appreciate him coming out and helping film. All right. Time for the weather look ahead, presented by AGL Discs.
Weather look ahead.
Together we can reduce, reuse, and recycle for a greener future for disc golfers.
Oh yeah. Looking like it's going to be a pretty nice week all in all. I'm looking at highs. What's that?
I love that.
Yeah, looking at the highs in like the high 40s, low 50s pretty much the entire week, all the way through next week. I see next week, Tuesday, a high of like 54, which I don't know how much I fully believe a week out, but I love that that's kind of the trend right now, especially if you heard the East Coast is just getting pummeled with snow. Mm-hmm. So, don't mind that at all. Looks like we're going to have a relatively windy weekend. I'm looking at 10, 11 mile an hour winds on the weekend, but this is a great week to get out and play. Get out, get those reps in. Get out and play this week. This is the time. All right, Ollie, are you ready for the best time of our week? It's time for the ODP guarantee.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Oh.
Guarantee.
All right. Well, I've been on a little bit of a roll. Also, that was huge. The women's won gold and the men's won gold in hockey. That's pretty sweet. I enjoyed that a lot. That made me like hockey a lot more, watching it at the Olympics, which was really sweet. Before we get World Baseball Classic, spring training's back up with baseball. I got to show a little love to my Sounders. The Sounders season's also starting. They got the dub in the first game, and Paul Rothrock, man of the match, our boy. I think the Sounders are going to go 2-0 to start and beat Salt Lake on Saturday. That is what we're calling. And then we'll, got to show all the Seattle sports some love. We did some Mariners early on. We did some Seahawks. Let's get a little Sounders in before baseball's back a bit.
That's cool. Honestly, man, I mean, if you wanted to, I would love because I don't follow too much Sounders, but if you wanted to give us like a weekly update on like Sounders, whatever's going on in the Sounder realm, I think that'd be pretty dope.
That'd be fun.
We'll talk about it later,
For
but
sure.
yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. That'd be something I'd be real interested in hearing about.
Love it.
But all right, yeah, Sounders to go 2-0, almost guaranteed to happen now. Ollie's on a real heater, so. All right, time for the local course review. This week we're going to do Lake Fenwick. This is a course I love. I mean, I think Lake Fenwick is it's an absolute gem of a place. Ollie, how do you feel about Lake Fenny?
Oh yeah, I like it a lot. I think it gets pretty gnarly sometimes, but it's the shots and lines are fun. I love the events they do there. The Super
Bowl.
Yeah, I really like that one. I talk about that one all the time still to this day, and like I think it's so much fun. And like I think that the property they have and what they've done, what they do with the course and what they've done has been so good. And yeah, I really like playing Fenwick.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, like the tournaments that they run there is awesome. I love the Tehran Open. That's a late season B tier that I look forward to every year, basically. You're totally right. I mean, the course gets pretty gnarly at times. Like, it's not the perfect course because of that. You look at that hill for like 3 and 4, can get pretty muddy and pretty sloppy. There's some other areas that just get like super overgrown and just really thick and that kind of thing. But I think that's kind of like part of the charm of the course in a way. A lot of times when people ask me about the course, I'll always kind of tell them, like, once you get past hole 4, it's a lot different. Like holes 2, 3, 4 on that hill and the way they kind of slope down there, that I don't think that is necessarily like the most accurate representation of the entire course. Because yes, there's like elevation change in that, but they're not that extreme and it's not that tight on the rest of the course. So I feel like hole 3 and hole 4 kind of scare a lot of people away. But if you get into the nitty gritty of the course, you kind of start looking at it and being like, this place is awesome. It's not super long, which I think is also like really fun because it's a really great use of all the trees and really good use of the gaps and the paths that they have out there. Ollie, what's your favorite hole out at Lake Fenwick?
I would have to say I think it's 5. So 4's that one, 5's there, 6. I think it might be 8. Is that the downhill one? A little poke and pray kinda into the bowl. Can be the pin position.
I think that's 9.
It might be 9 then. Which
8's like the long one down the path. That's 8.
Wait. Down the path?
Yeah, 6 is the boat. 7 is like that real tight gap over the stump.
Oh, the boat's before that. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 is the one that's kind of 8's the longest hole in the course. It's the one that's kind of like it like runs down the path and it's kind of like up, kind of like to the left usually. And then
I do
9
like that
is the
one.
one where you're on the bridge.
Well,
Yeah,
oh,
8's really good too. Yeah.
I think it's 8 or
8.
10. I like 10 as well. I think 10 is so fun and stupid sometimes.
Oh, over the bowl, 10. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
know
think
what you're talking about.
it's
Yeah,
kind of
for
dumb,
sure.
but I think it's like one of my favorites because like when you peer that line, it's so nice.
Dude, if you hit that gap with the intended angle and disc, it is like crazy satisfying.
And you can see the whole basket down there. And I remember I did a forehand and got literally like right at the top of the little like bank in there, and then I did a backhand and just parked it and was like, yeah. So you got a kind of couple options to do this. And I was playing with
Sure.
Alex, who hasn't played as much, so he was like, that's really good. I was like,
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, that's a good one. I think my favorite hole might be I really like hole 5, especially in like the straight position, not necessarily like the hard left position. I just think it's a really fun shot where you can kind of throw like a really straight shot, or you can kind of throw this like really slow kind of turning, or like slow like fading hyzer. It's a little like kind of downhill, which I think is just like really like fun and satisfying to throw. I'm also like a huge fan of hole 16. Kind of like up on that backside with the road to your left, kind of throwing towards the parking lot. If you can hit that gap, same thing as hole 10, it feels like, where if you hit that gap with the right angle on the right disc and it's just like cruising through, it's just so satisfying. And there's not a lot of shots out there that you're really like necessarily like ripping full force, and that's one where I like to kind of go down to a mid-range and just throw it really hard and kind of get that full flight out of it. It's just really really super fun to play. I will say I think my least favorite hole out there is hole 3, especially from the long tee pad. It's just not necessarily like the way it kind of like hyzers into it, and the way and the basket up on that hillside is just not my favorite. Which is interesting because I think the short pin there to either pin that they're the short pad to either pin, I think is actually like super fun and actually like a really great shot and takes a lot of touch and is really delicate, but I just don't like the long pad necessarily. Ollie, what's your least favorite hole out there?
It's on the back 9. It's the pole. The one with the pole hole.
Yeah, that hole sucks.
I hate that hole so much.
That hole sucks,
I think the
dude.
basket's in a weird hilly position, if I'm not wrong, and and then the pole, like, I feel like just robs every good shot where I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah. And then the band for that one too. My biggest gripe on that hole, maybe not my biggest gripe, but one of the things I always thought was so dumb is that hole too. Like the band on that hole is like forest green, so it's like you can't even see it. It's like the most like shrouded and out of the way basket, and you can't even see it because it's like camouflaged. Like this, it's just crazy. That one's ridiculous. So many good holes out there though. Like I literally like every other hole that we haven't mentioned is awesome and so much fun to play. There's not a ton of amenities on the course. I mean, there's a parking lot. There's plenty of street parking, so when there is a tournament or something like that, usually you can get parking on the street somewhere down the lane. For a tournament, there's not necessarily like a great spot to warm up. There is like that field across the street. It's just kind of it's not really necessarily like a big field, so there's really you're kind of limited in what you can do out there. I don't think there's a porta potty out there usually. I think they bring one in for the tournament. There might be, but I don't think there is.
I was trying to think. I couldn't remember if there was.
Yeah, I can't. I don't remember necessarily. Am I missing any other amenities or anything like that? Am I forgetting anything?
I got some benches.
Oh yeah, benches. Actually, the thing that I think we don't talk about enough is like trash cans.
Yeah.
And of course having like ample amount of trash cans, and Fenwick definitely has trash cans around, which is cool. They also have a lost and found, and your disc will get brought to Mando, so that's another like great amenity of the course. Yeah, I'm just such a huge fan of the place. I love the way they utilize the elevation change. There is like water there, but you're not necessarily like throwing over water, but it is kind of in your mind for one or two holes and that kind of thing. There's some fun shapes, some interesting shots.
I thought I was gonna die there one time. It was like the windiest day, and like just the largest trunks were falling off, and I was like at that pole hole in the back and was like literally like, hey, let's stop playing and just like run out of here. And as we're running, like I'm looking up and there's just like literally the biggest tree trunks just falling down. I was like, bro, I'm gonna die. So I've seen my life flash at Fenwick before. Oh, sure. And there was that body that was found.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of funny you say that. There's like, so that happened like not that long ago, and apparently,
does that lower the score?
No, it doesn't. If anything, it jumps it up a little bit. Plus 0.1 now. I like a course with a little danger. Apparently back in the day, so like, what is it? The Green River Killer? Is that right? That's like a thing?
Yeah.
So apparently the Green River Killer like dumped a few bodies at Lake Fenwick back before it was Lake Fenwick.
I don't know if I'm playing Fenwick again.
So yeah, apparently like that was like a big thing with like the way, because there were so many blackberry bushes and shit like that. He would just dump bodies out there, and then the blackberries would grow over them, and whatever kind of thing. Yeah, so Fenny's got some dark history behind it. Great course though, man. So much fun to play. I'll also say the course has gotten like a ton of like aesthetic improvements. The crew out there has done a ton of work. The tee pads are awesome. They put in new tee pads. There's pretty much two or more tee pads for just about every hole, I think. The beam, whatever, kind of like 2x4, whatever, the piece of wood that they put on the edge of hole 3 to hole 2 to kind of signify like what's OB and that over there. I think that's great. Personally, I would love to see like a 6-inch or 1 foot tall like fence or some, you know what I mean, like some kind of something like not barbed wire, but like chicken wire or something like that around there, just to kind of like catch discs, because that hill is so steep that even like an okay shot with good pacing will still kind of get on edge and roll down. So just a little bit of something down there I think would be really, really nice and beneficial. But the guys have done a ton of work, and the course looks so great compared to what it looked like 5, 6, 10 years ago, whatever it might be. So Ollie, what is the rating that you're going to give Lake Fenwick?
I think I'm going to sit... I'm trying to think of some other rankings.
I can go through them if you'd like.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
SeaTac got an 8.6, North Park got an 8, Kayak Red got an 8, Terrace Creek got an 8, South Fork Landing got a 7.4, Gold Park got a 6.1, and I don't have Highland Coyote scores marked in here because I think I was in.
Yeah, you're in the car. Yeah, no worries. We can look that. I think I'm gonna rate this one 7.5.
7.5. Okay, that's solid.
I think
I feel like really
I think it was like right around that South Fork spot for me. I think I rated South Fork too low, but I think Fenwick's solid at a 7.5. I think it's a little out of the way for me. And then if I'm going south, I feel like there's a couple other courses I almost like that get on the agenda that I like kind of get on my board as well to go like, oh, I could just like go a little further and go to like Stilly or something.
Yeah,
but
no, I agree with that.
I do like the course.
I agree with that. Living in North Seattle, getting down to Fenwick is like a 50-minute, 45-minute trip. And, in that process, I can go to SeaTac, Lakewood, and it's like SeaTac and Lakewood are awesome, and those are kind of my spots too. So it is, I love every time I go down there, and every time I go down there, I think to myself, man, I'm not here enough. And then it's just a little far, it's just a little far away.
Yeah.
So,
it's by my new job though, so I probably will be down there more.
Oh yeah, dude, you should. It's really cool. Across the street from there, not across the street, but like a few minutes away is the Kent Valley Ice Center, and they have batting cages there, which is super fun. Like after a round of Fenwick to go over and hit a round of baseballs, it's a good time, bro. I'm gonna give this an 8.2. I'm big on Fenny. I love the shot shape. I love the variety of shots that I have to throw there. Really, the biggest detriment is just that like, if Fenwick could somehow find a way to get like 1 or 2 holes that were over 350 or over 370, I think that would really make the course like a true like maybe top 10 for me type of thing. But it's already, like so close to being in there. It's such a great course. So that's going to give it an average score of 7.85, which is going to put it just ahead of Terrace Creek, which came in at 7.75. And that seems like pretty close to me, actually. It seems pretty accurate. So, nice. All right, time to answer the KO question of the week. Power rank the digits in your hand. I have a consensus number 1. And then after that, I think there's kind of a discussion.
Yeah, let me hear yours.
My consensus over 1 is the thumb. We can't do anything without the thumb. So, it's what separates us from every other animal, So the thumb for me is number 1. Do you not have? Does thumb? Ooh, might have to censor that for YouTube.
Yeah, I think I'll go that. I think it's I think we'll just go that.
Okay.
I think that's a good point. I like this guy.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go one,
For-
two, three. Oh, dude, I got a little love for this guy too. Low-key hating on this guy, but this guy's pretty sweet. So we'll go.
Our Spotify listeners are like, "What the hell is he talking about?"
There is audio. Hey, I get. That's a very good point. Middle finger, thumb, finger between them, pinky, finger between those two. There you go.
Index and ring.
They don't need names, man.
I think I'm going thumb. I think I'm going middle finger, index finger. I think I'm going probably pinky and then ring finger. But realistically, those two are just
We only had 2 and 3 interchanged.
Not bad. Not bad.
Ollie does not know finger ball. My bad.
Ugh, I feel bad for Roxy. Anyway, let us know. Let us know down below where you would rank the power rank your digits. Let us know.
It's like 7, 8. It's early for me, guys. I didn't sleep much.
All right, we'll get right into the draft for this week. It is Dream Blunt Rotation Animated Character Edition. So yeah, this is just animated characters in our Dream Blunt Rotation. And I'm going to take the first pick, and I have what I think is going to be, probably one of the coolest ones. And it's Scooby-Doo. I mean, the guy would be, he's a dog. It would be awesome. He can speak English, which is also really cool, so we can kind of talk a little bit. And if he busts out a box of Scooby snacks, I'm eating a Scooby snack. Like, I don't care. It's dog food. Shaggy has sold me on Scooby snacks since I was like 3 years old. So, Scooby-Doo is my number one overall pick.
Oof. Number one pick for me, and a back-to-back. I think I gotta go with my boy Freak Bob, SpongeBob.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I want the laughter. I want the joy. I think it'd be fun. I think I'd make sure he's good. He's a little innocent, but I know he's probably chilling.
Sounds like a good time.
And then, keeping it on theme, very yellow, Homer Simpson. Welcome to the team. I think Homer would be a great... Homer and SpongeBob, the vibes are so up. We're just laughing, hanging out.
That's a good one. I feel like those two will play off of each other better than anybody realizes, too, so...
And they're just
that's cool.
Two dominant dogs in their
Yeah. That's awesome. All right, my next pick, this is going to be this is kind of just like something that I think would be awesome. Tom from Tom and Jerry. We've seen him like smoke a cigar and stuff like that in the past, so the guy can definitely hit it. I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of cool. Maybe we can be like, dude, let's get a little baked and like talk about a real plan to catch that little mouse, like quit with this, Acme stuff, man. Those products aren't working. So I'd love to just kind of talk Tom through it a little bit and kind of see. So yeah, Tom from Tom and Jerry.
Nice.
And then my other pick there, I'm going to go with a really experienced smoker. And that is going to be Brian from Family Guy, the dog. Like, that guy is super smooth, super awesome. Like, he's definitely going to be, like, maybe a little douchey, but definitely, like, keeping everybody kind of in check a little bit. Like, hey, man, maybe you shouldn't do that much and that kind of thing. So, Brian from Family Guy, I think, would be a vital member of this little rotation we got going on.
I think I'm going to keep it pretty yellow. I'm not going to lie. My list kind of started. We're going Naruto.
Hell yeah, dude.
Believe it. No talk jutsu. He's just going to be yapping his ears off. I swear to God. First hit, he just won't stop talking. Will be an immaculate vibe. And if anything, we might be able to settle this debate with my last pick. Give me Goku.
I saw that coming.
Oh, And then, if something happens, and, I get to see Naruto versus Goku, that'd be pretty cool. And I think, I don't even know, Goku would probably dom, but I'm not gonna lie, but.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably Goku over Naruto.
But then, I don't know, man.
That seems like
he's
a
not
pretty
giving
easy
up.
fight for
That
Goku.
is not his Nindo way. He's just gonna talk his ear off. You never know. He's just gonna talk. And Goku's a listener, bro. Goku lets everyone talk. Goku would be stuck in a 40-episode yap fest.
The thing is, like, they would be serious pals. Like, them getting to... It would take so long to get them to fight or find such a reason, or, like, a crazy reason.
And then how are they fighting with SpongeBob and Homer around? Come on. This is amazing.
Just hanging out. For sure. I love that. That's a great... I love the pretty much yellow thing. We'll just assume that Goku's Super Saiyan, and we'll give him yellow hair. All right, so my last pick here, and I also I like that you went with the yellow theme because I also have a little theme that I have going. So I'm going to pick Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes. Dude seems like a super, super cool hang. And then that will complete my cat and dog blunt rotation quattro. So I have Scooby-Doo, I have Tom from Tom and Jerry, I have Brian from Family Guy, and I have Calvin. So I have 2 cats and 2 dogs. Ollie has the all yellow squad here going.
I almost went Pikachu.
That would have been tight too. Hell yeah. He has SpongeBob, Homer Simpson, Naruto, and Goku. So comment down below. Let us know either your dream blunt rotation of animated characters or whose dream blunt rotation would be more fun to hang out with.
I think I almost went off. I really kind of wanted to grab Joey from Yu-Gi-Oh! I thought that would have been his voice is so funny. I thought it would have been
Black Dragon. Hell yeah.
Pass the reefer, Joey. Pass the reefer, SpongeBob. All right. Episode 98, y'all. We're almost at 100. That's kind of insane. This has been so much fun. It's like something like that has become like a routine. I do it like that. It will get done early in the week for me. It's just like when Monday night or Tuesday morning, and it's just a blast. I really do enjoy that. I really appreciate everyone. Very busy, but I promise I'll be getting some shorts out, and we're ever improving on this, and we got more big things to come. When you give up your dreams and everything else, they're gone. Uzumaki. Aim high, shoot low. We'll see you next week. Peace.